Hello, all of my beautiful air signs. What going on? My Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. It is Aquarius season, by the way. Hello, air signs. Nice to have you here. I am going to do a new moon reading for you guys. The new moon, February 17th, 2026. A new moon in the sign of Aquarius, your fellow air sign. Aquarius season right now. A new moon in Aquarius. There's a lot going on with that innovative type of kick the door down, we don't follow any rules type of energy, right? For our Aquarian brothers and sisters out there. So we're going to tap in real quickly, do a few card pull for each sign to see what new moon energy Spirit wants you to know about, think about, contemplate now and over the next few weeks. Okay, you guys? So I hope all of you air signs are doing well. Not only, guys, is this a new moon in the sign of Aquarius, it is also a solar eclipse, okay? And this is the start of solar this is the start of our eclipse season. This is the first one. And with all of the, the water sign energy, Piscean energy going on, Cancerian energy going on, people are tapping into emotions and having clarity and having moments of renewal and release and all that other good stuff. And that's what the new moon is all about. The new moon is about new starts and new beginnings. It's about renewal, releasing, cleansing, right? Cleansing mind, body, and spirit. What doesn't belong there needs to go. All right. It's also about, like I said, starting new goal setting, new planting new seeds. It's the winter harvest, right? But we're going to start planting those seeds because right around the corner we've got spring. Okay, we're in February, so like in the next month or so we're going to be saying, hey, happy spring, right? So whatever those seeds you are planting or have planted, that's when you're going to see the fruits of your, all the hard work you have put in, air signs. Okay, so without further ado, I hope you all are doing well. Do your girl a solid and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. All right, and it also gives me that reciprocal energy. So not only do you feel my energy with these readings, but I also get a chance to tap into yours as well. And I really, really, truly thank you. Helps the channel grow, guys. Thank you. All right, Gemini, we are going to start with you and see what Spirit wants and needs you to know at 3:15. All right. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to start off with a few, actually I'm going to start off with the tarot. We're going to do a 5-card pull, my beautiful Geminis, to see what Spirit wants and needs you to know now and over the next, let's just say, few weeks. You know what I mean? Because the new moon energy, we could still be feeling this energy a week or so after this new moon. All right, let's go ahead and cut. All right, Holy Spirit, what is the energy for our Geminis for this new moon? What is the energy for our Gemini collective? Whoa. Excuse me, during this new moon energy. Please allow the card to fall on the table. Okay, we've got 8 of Wands. We're going to go over all the cards in just a second. How can our Geminis make the most of this new moon phase? Ooh. Okay, we've got the Devil in the crossing. All right, and what is this new moon bringing in for all of our beautiful Geminis? What is this new moon bringing in for our Geminis? Okay, and how are Geminis growing? And what is going to, well, this just turned over by itself. Last question was, what will assist our Geminis with your goals and intentions? And I've got the Magician. You showed up in your own reading. All right, what is in the energy that we don't see? The High Priestess. All right, Gemini, a lot of times you come across as the Empress, the High Priestess, high vibing, okay? This is the High Priestess, this is that Piscean energy. The High Priestess is all about that knowing, being tapped in and tuned in, right? As above, so below, being tapped into your intuition, because you understand that that is the only way that Spirit is able to communicate. Well, the main way that Spirit communicates with us and through us is through our intuition, right? Go left instead of right, okay? Then you find out there was an accident if you would have gone left, right? So this is you being tapped in and tuned in to that strong intuitive side of yours and trusting that voice because you know that that is the voice of Spirit, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see. So the first question is, what is the energy, what is Gemini's energy going into this new moon? I've got the Eight of Wands. You're going into something very quickly, full confidence. This is just going towards it, whatever it is that you feel passionate about, that sparks the light inside of you. This is you going full speed ahead, okay? Whatever this is, Gemini. And how can you make the most of this phase? By weighing this Gemini energy. This isn't a crossing energy. An energy, crossing cards are very strong energy for me. Can also may indicate some sort of blockage, but don't let any negativity, don't let any of this double energy upset the apple cart, all right? Full steam ahead like you're going, all right? Make sure you measure any double energy coming towards you, you know, so you know what you're dealing with, okay? But this could even be fears that you yourself fear by maybe going full force ahead, Gems. All right, maybe, you know, when you're starting something new or you're going towards some sort of whatever it is that you are passionate about, sometimes there is that little bit of fear there, you know, because we don't know the outcome of it, right? So sometimes that little bit of fear can also propel us forward. Don't let it stop you, though, from accomplishing any of your goals, all right? So put fear or put this double energy in the place that it belongs, Gems, okay? And then I've got the Emperor. Ooh, the Emperor, Aries energy in the crossing again. Be this strong leader. Be this strong, determined leader who makes good decisions, weighing all decisions very, very carefully, not letting this negativity get in the way of you being this leader, okay? And how does this enable our Geminis to grow? I've got Four of Pentacles. Maybe you're releasing something finally, Gems. Maybe you had a tight grip on something, and maybe you're releasing it. Maybe it's not important to you anymore. Okay? So, you know, this could be maybe you were stagnant, or maybe, you know, you're being really stingy and always holding on to your money and never, you know, treating yourself, you know, and all that other good stuff. Just being strict or just holding on to something that needed to be let go of. And with the Four of Pentacles, I feel that you are letting go of this. All right? You're letting go of whatever this is, whether it's, you know, maybe you're holding on tightly to something, or you being in a stagnant type of energy, or maybe you're releasing your hold on money. All right, maybe you're releasing your hold on money. Okay, because this person is gripping this money with an iron fist. Okay, and then lastly, and that could be the way that you're growing, is by releasing some of these things. Maybe you're releasing some of these fears that you have about money, about finances, about, you know, you not getting to the place that you need to be as this Emperor energy, whether you're male or female, okay? And then I've got this Magician. This is you, front and center, you and Virgo. You are a major manifester, Gemini, and don't you ever freaking forget it. You can manifest anything that you put your mind to using all the elements of the universe, all right? So whatever, this is the proper time for you to be in this magician type of energy. New moon is all about new starts, new beginnings, planting those seeds, goal setting, right? Goal setting so you can go towards whatever it is that you're passionate about. Whatever rocks your boat, okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so we saw the High Priestess at the bottom. And we saw the Three of Swords, okay? Maybe, you need to be in tune with your heart space, okay? Maybe also releasing hurt, loss, disappointment, pain in the heart chakra. Maybe releasing some of that. Maybe you knowing that needs to be released, okay? Yes, so that you can jump into your chariot using this Cancerian energy and be this fearless emperor energy, jumping into your chariot and being determined and confident to go towards whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you want to accomplish in life, that you're manifesting. And also this chariot might indicate you relocating, maybe, in the year 2026, relocating somewhere else. Or maybe you are adding some travel to the itinerary. All work and no play, right? Makes emperor a dull boy or girl. So this could indicate some travel for you. I really love this energy. It's energy that's moving. It's forward motion. And that's what Aquarian type energy is all about. Kicking down the whatever, not putting me in a box. I'm going to kick the sides out of this box. I'm going to kick the door down. I'm going to be, I'm making my own new rules. I'm doing things my way. How about that? Instead of the status quo of what everybody thinks I should do or be, So yeah, this chariot energy, I love that. And let's see. How many cards we've got here? We've got 3, 6, 7, and we're looking at the 8th one right here. And we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 8 cards we just looked at are major arcanas, Geminis. That's high value, hard hitting energy. Okay? Yeah. There's going to be some changes that happen in 2026. New beginnings, new starts, and I'm loving this for you, Geminis. All right. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. All right. Now, what is the message that Mama Moon or Mother Moon wants to give our Gemini collective? She gave us the penumbral lunar eclipse. And this is all about illuminating the shadows. Just as the moon illuminates the night sky, the eclipse illuminates the shadows within us, highlighting aspects of ourselves that we may have overlooked or suppressed. Embrace the power of introspection, Gemini, and trust in the wisdom of your inner self. All right, let me look up what penumbral means. Hold on. All right, and just to let you know what a penumbral eclipse is, it occurs when the moon passes through the Earth's faint outer shadow, all right, which is called the penumbra, causing a subtle, often barely visible shading of the lunar surface, okay? All right, so, all right, I think that was it. All right, so, and some of the messages that Mother Moon who also guides our intuitive selves, also wants to give you these messages, and that is, it's time, or take time, Gemini, for deep reflection. You know, Geminis are always going, gone, but take the time for deep reflection, okay? And this also goes along with this moon card, illuminating the shadows. In order to be able to illuminate the shadows, you need time to sit still, or times of deep reflection, right, in order to pinpoint those shadows. Mind and heart harmony. Yes, we need mind and heart harmony. And we did see earlier this Three of Swords. Maybe this is where the shadows lie. The loss and the disappointment and the heart pain or the heartbreak that you've encountered over the last 10-year cycle. And then I've got flow of life. Yeah. Going with the flow of life, Gems. Exactly. Going with the flow of life and what makes you happy and what you're passionate about. Okay? Yes, and relying on your intuition to guide you exactly where it is that you need to be going in. Lastly, we're going to find out, are there any epiphanies or eye-opening moments that our Geminis will have or need to have during the next few weeks under this new moon energy, Holy Spirit? Are there any epiphanies or eye-opening moments that you need, that our Geminis need to see, understand, know, hear, feel? Let's get one more, please, Holy Spirit. Okay, just one more. All right, we'll just take those. All right, first one that came out, this was in the reverse. Ah, look at here, lurking in the shadows. And we just talked about you tapping into those shadow areas, illuminating those shadow areas. Okay. But this really came in the reverse. This was actually landed in the reverse. So maybe this is you illuminating those shadow areas finally. Okay. So they're shadows no more. This could also be somebody that you know lurking in the shadows. That's creepy. Okay. What else? We've got choosing the right path for us. So some of you are choosing the right path for you, and maybe you and your partner. I've got karma is at work here. Good karma or bad. Don't know yet. And then I've got the past is in the past. Don't look back. Yo, yeah. I feel like whatever this past is, Gemini, I feel like this is their karma to just be somebody who lurks in the shadows watching you. I think this is their karma because the past is not going to be revisited, whatever this shit is. Okay? And then I've got resurrection. This ain't dead. Somebody wanting to resurrect this. Whatever happened in the past, somebody wants to resurrect this. And somebody now wants to choose the right path for both of you. But I feel like a lot of our Geminis are like, look now, the past is the past and I ain't looking back. You had your chance and you blew it. Now all you can do is lurk in the shadows, mofo. All right? All right. So Gemini, I hope that was helpful to you. Now and over the next few weeks, manifest whatever it is. Use that new moon energy to manifest, create, whatever it is that you want to manifest and create. And also use it as a chance to tap into those shadow areas so that you can cleanse and release. Okay? All right, then. Take care, Gemini. Hello, my Libra collective. What going on, y'all? Hope you're doing well. It's your girl, Ascension 225 Tarot, and we're here to see how this new moon energy will affect the sign of Libra and what spiritual messages Spirit wants and needs you to have and also messages from Mother Moon. Libra, hope you're doing well. Find a nice cozy spot to relax, relate, and receive. And do your girl a favor, a solid, and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Give me that reciprocal energy. I truly appreciate that. All right, Libra, I hope you're doing well. And we are about to find out what's happening as far as this new moon energy. So without further ado, we're going to start off with the tarot, and then we're going to get a few oracle messages. Quick and straight to the point, guys, okay? All right, Holy Spirit, this is for Libra. New moon energy for Libra. New moon energy for Libra, please, and thank you. During this new moon in Aquarius and this solar eclipse, please, and thank you. One more shuffle, please, for Libra. What do you want our Libras to know now and over the next few weeks with this new moon energy and this solar eclipse energy, please, and thank you. What we don't see at the bottom, the energy that you don't see, is the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody who's working hard, somebody who's committed, focused, working really diligently in hopes that with all their hard work and dedication that they will start to see the fruits of their labor. Their ships come in, right? The fruits of their abundance, and you can see with this garden, there's a lot of abundance coming forth. I love that. The Knight of Pentacles is also an earth sign, Taurus, namely, and earth signs, they move at their own pace. Let's just say that. Okay, they move at their own pace. They like stability, and so the Knight of Pentacles is not one to play with their stability. Okay. They're not going to do anything impulsive that will mess with that, okay? So they're willing to put in the hard work. They're not willing to be impulsive because that could mess up any of their stability. All right, and let's get into it. What is the energy for Libra during this new moon? What is the energy for Libra during this new moon? Holy Spirit, can you show us? Please allow the card to fall on the table. All right. We've got the Six of Pentacles. How can you make the most, or how can Libra make the most out of this new moon phase, please, and thank you. All right. We've got the Page of Swords. What is the new moon bringing in for Libra? Oh, wait a minute. That's too many cards, guys. All right. We've got the World, the Nine of Wands, and the Tower. I really don't want to take all those, but we'll take them. How will Libra continue to grow during this new moon energy? Ten of Wands. And what will assist Libra with all of their goals and intentions? What will help our Libras? Okay. All right, here we go. All right. So, what is the energy, what is Libra's energy going into this new moon, February 17th, 2026? I've got the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you want to be generous. Maybe you are wanting to pay it forward, Libra. Because you're all about that balance and justice, equality type of energy, right? Yeah, I love it. This is a time possibly when you're feeling generous, you want to pay it forward. Maybe you're volunteering, and this could also be about equal give and take as well, aside from your generosity. And then how can Libra make the most out of this new moon phase? By speaking the truth with the Page of Swords. Also, it's also having, being that kid, no matter how old you are, still being that kid and always learning and being like a sponge and soaking things up. Swords are air energy. It's all about, stimulating that intellect. And also, this is about communication. This could be about you also needing to communicate your truth. The Ace of Swords is upright. She needs to speak her truth. What is this new moon bringing in for our Libras? Well, the first one that came out was the world. Change. Not only change, but you could be accomplishing something right now, achieving something, getting to a point in your life where you feel whole and complete. This is full circle. This is full circle energy right here. You started something and you've come full circle and completed it. This could also be you starting a brand new chapter after closing out a chapter. Yeah, you've got this world, success, accomplishment after all this hard work that you put in. Workaholic type of energy. And then we've got the Tower energy. Lessons learned. Some things you thought were, intact. They weren't. This could have caused some chaos and some change in your life, but that's also, lessons learned, like I said. Yeah. How is Libra growing? Well, you're releasing some of these burdens. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands here. You being a little workaholic. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. You're done with that. You're releasing that. You're needing to find or wanting to find more balance in your life. Okay? And this is releasing any burdens that you no longer are willing to bear. And lastly, what will assist Libras with your goals and intentions? I've got Eight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. You being steadfast, you going after whatever you're passionate about with this Eight of Wands. Okay, action oriented and being excited about it as well. And then the Four of Wands, you might need to save some money right now. You see how tightly this person's clenching this dollar. You might need to have more control over your finances so that you can, have security. In the end, the fours, according to numerology, are all about safety, security, and stability. So I feel like in order to achieve some of your goals, one of those, Gemini collective, is you saving that money, okay? Stop spending. Be more in control of your finances. All right. Yeah. So on the bottom, we've got the Emperor. You coming across as this Emperor. You are the king of your own domain. You are determined. You are this leader. People look up to you, respect you. You look up to yourself and respect yourself as this leader. And the opposite, the Emperor is Aries energy, and the opposite of Libra is Aries. You being this dedicated leader, and this is what that energy is going to bring you. Full abundance. Full abundance. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. And more balance with your finances, more balance in your life, not needing to juggle so many things here. And the Three of Pentacles, that's all about partnership and teamwork as well. Equal give and take, which we saw with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so that could apply to you and another person working together in harmony. I love it. All right, Libra. Let's take a look at some of your oracles. Intuitive messages from Mother Moon. You are divinely protected, Libra. Divinely protected. And you know what? Look at this. You have divine protection. All right. And another card that you got is Guardian Angel. You are being so protected right now, Libra. It is not even funny. Your guardian angels are making sure you are good to go. I've got, you are receiving guidance through your dreams. And Spirit says, remember how strong you are. Okay, remember how strong you are. All right, the other half of you, Libra, not only are you an air sign, the equalizer of the whole zodiac, because you keep everything fair and just. Okay, but the other part of you is an Aries, that fiery cardinal energy that kicks the doors down and has that inner strength and intestinal fortitude, no matter what you're going through. All right, what epiphanies will our Libras, or should our Libras, be having now and over the next few weeks? I've got no distance will keep us apart. Maybe this is the person who you are going to be collaborating with, have teamwork with, that Three of Pentacles type of energy with, okay? We are divine counterparts. Okay, I like it. What is this? Awaiting for this union. Now, I don't know. These are in reverse. Awaiting for this union. Maybe somebody wants the union and somebody's not crazy or sure about the union. Then I've got ready, willing, and able in the reverse. And then I've got enlightenment, seeing things more clearly. Maybe somebody's not seeing things clearly right now. I don't know. Interesting. All right. And lastly, we've got our Mystic Moon Oracle message, and that is full moon in Pisces. The fishes surrender. Libra, let go of what no longer serves you and surrender to the ebb and flow of life, okay? While also staying grounded and connected to your inner truth, using the full moon's energy to find peace and healing, okay? Find peace and healing, going with the flow. Yeah. You are divinely protected, though, my beautiful Libras, from anything or anyone that tries to come against you. You are divinely protected. Your guardian angels are going to make sure of that. All right. Yeah, I hope some of these messages really struck a chord with you with this new moon energy. All right, Libra? Let me know if it does. Take care and namaste. Hello, 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 all of my beautiful Aquarian collective. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're really, truly enjoying what's left of your birthday season. Happy birthday, my beautiful, beautiful Aqua babies. Even though you guys are not water signs, you are my fellow air sign. And we are just, tonight is the new moon in Aquarius. And also a solar eclipse in the new moon of Aquarius. So there's a lot of your energy going on right now, Aquarius, with the planet of Uranus and some of the other planets that are doing their thing above our heads that affect us in many different ways. So if you want to find out what's going on up above our heads, I've listed some of my favorite astrologers, and also numerology is a big part of it too. Some of my favorite numerologists down in the description box, okay? But this is a new moon. It's all about new starts, new beginnings, renewals, releasing and cleansing what no longer serves us, okay? Planting those seeds, all right? This is the winter harvest. We are also planting those seeds so that when the spring harvest comes, we can see some of the abundance coming through, right? So Aquarius, let's find out by pulling about 5 cards what Spirit wants and needs you to know with this new moon energy, okay? Especially in your sign. All right, Holy Spirit, let's get it. This is for our beautiful Aquarius collective. Happy birthday to them, Holy Spirit. And this is also the new moon and solar eclipse in Aquarius. What do you want our Aquarians to know now over the next few weeks? Tapping into this new moon energy, please, and thank you. All right, energy that you don't see out the bottom, Aquarius. I've got the Magician. This is Gemini and Virgo energy. This is all about being a major manifester. This is about tapping into those hidden powers of yours to manifest anything and any and everything that you put your mind to manifesting it from the 5D to the 3D. I love it. All right, Holy Spirit. This is for Aquarius. What is Aquarius's energy during this new moon? What is Aquarius's energy during this new moon? 2026, Holy Spirit. Okay, here we go. Sorry, this card turned over. We've got 7 of Pentacles. We'll go over all the cards in just a moment. And how can Aquarius make the most of this new moon phase? You've got all these cards wanting to turn over. Hold on. I thought I saw one turn over. Okay. I guess it flipped back around. All right, so how can Aquarius make the most of this new moon phase, Holy Spirit? Wow. I've got Strength. It landed in the reverse. What is this new moon bringing in for our Aquarians? What is this new moon bringing in for our Aquarians? Judgment. And how, whoa, did you see that? Just cards just went everywhere. Let me put this back. All right, hold on. I have the 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, let's go ahead and put these back. All right. How, with this energy, up to this point, how are our Aquarians growing? How are our Aquarians growing? Especially with this new moon energy. I've got 4 of Cups in reverse, and then I've got what will assist our Aquarians with their goals and intentions now and over the next few weeks. I've got 8 of Swords. All right, and I've got a Page of Swords at the bottom. Page of Swords are students. Swords are all about that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Swords are intellect and also a clear, concise communication, clarity, okay? Truth, clarity. So maybe you're going to get some insight into something as this Page of Swords. Maybe you're learning something, or maybe a conversation needs to be had, okay? All right, so what do we have here? So the energy, what is your energy during this new moon? I've got the 7 of Pentacles. You planting your seeds somewhere. Remember we said the new moon is all about planting seeds? We're in the winter harvest right now. So I feel like, Aquarius, you are really contemplating what you want to invest your time and energy in as far as what this garden of yours. Okay, the seeds that you want to plant. All right, the investment that you want to make with the 7 of Pentacles. I love that. The 7 of Pentacles is all about, growth, and it's all about choosing wisely. And then for what, how can you Aquarians make the most of this new moon phase? I've got Strength in reverse. To not be weak, to not cave in, to not be weak. Excuse me. Aquarius, the opposite of an Aquarius is a Leo. What do we have here? All right, what do we have here? And when this person looks into the water, they don't see themselves. They see this strong lion or lioness. All right, so don't cave in. Don't be weak. Don't lose your intestinal fortitude. Don't lose your strength. What is this new moon bringing in for you? You needing to make judgment calls. This could be the universe making judgment calls about you. Aquarius, depending on what kind of energy you put out there into the universe. But this is also about you making judgment calls as well. Okay? This is all about actualizations, realizations, awakenings, reflecting on your life. Deciding what's good for your life, deciding what's not so good for your life, surrendering, releasing, or embracing and bringing in, depending on what judgment calls need to be made. It's important, though. It's important because you have to go inward. You have to go inward in order to make these judgment calls. Okay. How are our Aquarians growing up to this point? I've got 4 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you're at the brink of accepting something, or you are in acceptance of something maybe you weren't accepting before. Okay, this is also about clarity, you gaining clarity. Upright, this is you daydreaming, being bored, just sort of meh type of energy. You needing to focus and you're just somewhere else. But in reverse, this is you maybe having the clarity or getting the clarity that is needed here, maybe because you're making these judgment calls, right? Yeah. And this will allow you, hopefully, to get out of this energy of feeling trapped and confined. Maybe you're trapped and confined inside your own mind that you can't escape. Maybe this is a situation you're in that you feel trapped and confined in, that you want to get out of. But as you can see, she can squeeze through this space right here without getting cut by these blades. But she is in her own self-imposed prison. It's a mental prison. What's keeping you confined? What's keeping you restricted? What's keeping you feeling like you cannot move, Aquarius? Stuck. Feeling stuck like Chuck. Is it a relationship? Is it a job? Are there too many thoughts going on in your head that renders you unable to move? What is it that you need to make these judgment calls about? What are you having clarity about? What will you get clarity about so that you no longer feel this sense of confinement? Okay? So, like I said, maybe a conversation needs to be had. Maybe you're learning new things. Okay? And you're feeling worn out of gas, fatigued, like, I'm done. Something needs to be put to a death. A death and a rebirth is forthcoming here. Okay? Death and rebirth, Scorpio energy. I love it. The death and rebirth is so important. Okay? It's about loss. It's about putting things to end that need to be ended so that there can be change and transformation in your life. And you can let go of some of these burdens that you're carrying around. Could be burdens about stability, money, finances, something like that. Okay? Alright. Okay, so intuitive messages. I've got intuitive healing. Your intuition guides you toward deep inner healing, Aquarius. You need to see beyond, go beyond, look beyond the obvious. Trust your intuition to reveal deeper insights. Yeah. Revealing deeper insights by going inward so that you can make those judgment calls for your life. And that you can also become more vibrationally aligned with spirit. What epiphanies will our Aquarians have over the next few weeks, or do they need to have? No more bad decisions. Maybe that's what's got you all yoked up here. Making bad decisions. Investing in bad choices here, possibly. You are my lifeline. I can't lose you. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe this is about a situation. But there is or will be a deep spiritual awakening going on. We already saw the Death and Rebirth card. Spiritual awakening is on the way. Somebody's reminiscing on past moments. That's Six of Cups type of energy. Somebody's reminiscing, thinking about when times were good and all that other stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's somebody, whoever's feeling this way, confined, trapped. Somebody needs to heal their heart chakra. And lastly, your new moon message is the veiled moon, partial lunar eclipse. We're having a solar eclipse today, but somewhere down the line we're going to have our first lunar eclipse. It says the veiled moon, a time of introspection and reflection. Use the energy of the eclipse to connect with your inner wisdom and intuition. I could not have said it any better than this. You using wise judgment, discernment, you taking time to be introspective and reflective about your life, so that you have clarity now, or will have clarity. No more ambiguity. You will have clarity here. No longer feeling confined, trapped, imprisoned. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay? And no longer feeling like you've lost your power. Okay? I hope that really resonated with you Aquarians, and let me know if it does. And sending you love, peace, and hair grease all the way from the ATL. Take care.